Hello, beautiful Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive into right away. I see a very clean cup on the outside, but inside we have a lot of things happening. Wow, I see even a dragon forming here. A pathway is opening through a dragon, and there's a gateway. Some of you might be facing a big challenge, which is maybe something trying to pull you outside your comfort zone. But I feel like the good part of this is there is a blessing. There's like a new gateway, a solution waiting for you there. That's why it is basically pulling your attention, or it just requires you to do some things differently. This kind of reminds me of the eye of Ra, which is the sun god, which is the optimism. Sun represents a positivity and creative solution, basically. I see a number 7 here. Another thing that is actually pulling you outside your comfort zone, maybe to let you know that there is a knowledge available in your case, that if you use it properly, even though it seems like a dragon that you need to tame, it will get you to a new gateway, a new dimension, you basically a solution. Okay, so it's a very good omen, even though it can in the moment feels like a big challenge. I see there's another thing, a thought of a pathway opening here, but I don't feel like you're going to go to travel there. It's maybe you're thinking a way out, a quick way out, but it can be longer than you're anticipating. You might be thinking, if I do that, that's going to resolve the situation quickly, which might not be the case. But if you take the second road, that can be a little bit looking like a bigger challenge, but can turn into something that's much more pleasurable. By the way, if you're new here and haven't already, go ahead, hit subscribe and hit the like button. And let's see what else we have inside of your cup right there. I see a letter V. V is a victory. There are double V's here. I see someone carrying a long, I was going to say maybe a carpet they're pulling with them, but when I look at the head of it, kind of looks like a creature, kind of caterpillar. It can be a bug that they're pulling. The bug with the 40 legs. I mean, that's what we call it. 40 feet, actually. I don't know what they're called. So this can be someone who has like 40 different skills and like something like that, and they're carrying here a big horn of this angel that brings the apocalypse. I feel like here this can be someone who's really blunt and straightforward, which fits the description of you. Okay, the Aquarius energy is about being blunt, being strong with your opinion, and mostly your opinion is objective. You are sided most of the time with the objective truth rather than subjective personal vendettas. That's why the V's here, I don't think they represent vendetta. I feel like they represent victory. That's why the victories might actually put you in a very authoritative place, that you're going to blow your own horn, basically. You might become the decision maker. It can apply to your family situation. Maybe in the family, you're going to be the one who's going to make decisions about money, or you're going to make the decisions about the future. Or if this is about, because I see a lot of children, that's why I keep saying family. There's one here, there's one there, like her hair is covered. There's kind of letter A, seems like it kind of looks like also a cartoonish child. So that's why I said maybe this is about age that you're going to overpower. It can also be in an environment. Maybe this is a long overdue promotion that is coming to you, that you will be the one who's going to have the horn and who's going to have the authority. I see a ring right there. Maybe the downside for this thing is you have to commit. You have to really commit yourself to this cause in order to get the results that you desire. It can require a lot of time and energy from you. However, I feel like you're not going to mind that much, because this is something, I see a tuning fork here. It can really tune itself. Sometimes when you are doing something, not it's applicable to only you. It can be any human being, when you're in the flow of things, when you're doing something attuned to your own energy, your authentic power, you don't even understand the time passing. Okay, this can be different for anyone. Like even you see a skilled carpenter when he does his work, and if he's really enjoying it, and he gets lost in the flow, and that flow energy helps him to create, basically do the God's work. Okay, so I feel here that's actually the vibe and energy with you. I see right now, I said the tuning fork, I see now I'm seeing a man. You can see the mouth, the nose, and he's wearing a crown, and he's a little bit leaned back. Kind of reminds me, okay, I don't know if you guys seen the Matrix movie. In that Matrix movie, we see that the real world, what we thought real world is, actually created in our minds. They're not. It's not really a solid thing that we can touch and feel. And some human beings, they can break free from that world, but they go back to save others. And I see someone here, there's a system there. They have specific chairs they lean on, and they just, dive into the system, upload their consciousness basically into the computer system and the matrix. I feel like here there is a person, this is a very pointy nose. Pointy nose also tells me this is like a sword energy. This is your clarity. And you might be diving into an environment to really open up, give people different perspective. That's why I feel if you feel called to teach something that you know about life, about family, because I see a couple here too. It can be about relationships, might be calling you in. However, like I said, you're attached to the machine. You might have to attach yourself to a system in order to become a part of this entity, okay? And go in there and teach people. It can be applying for a new job if you're looking for a job. If you're retired, it can be like really assessing your skills and what can be useful to humanity. I know this is for the weekly reading, but the message is coming through in a sense that there's an enlightenment happening within you. It can be even within your own family, okay? But the thing is, first you need to recognize there's a matrix, there is a fake world that people are living in, and their mindset is like, I see people's heads are stacked here. So you might deal with people that are really, really stubborn with what they know. And I mean, the challenge can be teaching. The challenge can also be here for some of you, understanding some of them are unteachable. Okay. I see another thing here. This kind of reminds me of a camel's head. Camels symbolize resilience, guys. So even if you face pressure, even if you face this is for this next 2 weeks. I don't think this is something you need to pursue for a lifetime. And if that's your challenge, why not? However, that's your choosing. That's what gives you pleasure. I feel like this resilience is necessary maybe within a first week, a week long, that you need to really be patient with the people that are around you and teach or tell them what you know about the truth of the matter, objective truth. And if they take it, they take it. If they don't take it, you need to move forward. I see another thing here. The second week, the thing changes. We have someone with a number 3 on their back. Kind of looks like also a fork on their back here. Someone, maybe they have been through things coming right now, that the second week time, that can understand what you're going through. This person is standing on a top massive chunk of money. So they might have the resources that you need. So while what you're doing can be actually putting you in the right place so your paths can cross with this person, okay? And I see another tuning fork appearing here, but this kind of reminds me of a lobster's claw or, yeah. And I also see kind of like a cuff here, handcuff breaking free and freeing you from maybe a mental place that you have been locked into as well. Some of you might be feeling nobody understands me. I'm all alone here. seems like that's going to start to change as well. Okay, the thing is, the timeline wise, it can be a little longer than what's anticipated here. And that's how I feel like that's what I'm going to say. It's just you're going to see the transformation happening, but it's going to be a slow one. Can be a little frustrating for you because you're an air sign. However, I feel like you're going to be fine. You're rising on top of a crystal quartz here, a massive crystal quartz. So it seems like even if you are not sure about right now the path you're walking, the clarity is going to come forward when you really dedicate. The ring can be your dedication here. I told you there's a ring right there. Yeah. When you dedicate yourself to it, even if you have doubts, this is ring being broken as well here. The thing is going to align itself, okay? Let's dive into your saucer. Now, if you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, there's a massive chunk of money again showing up here. There are two people on top of it. This can be a partnership forming. Maybe you're investing something with a partner. Your time. You might be investing your time, guys. Time is an energy as well. The thing is, the problem that we are, tears of joy, some good news, having today in this world is we don't recognize everything's energy. The more energy you have, the more money you make. Money is an energy too. And most of the time, we're so exhausted by what's surrounding us, all the electronic devices and all the work that we do exhausts us. We don't have energy, so we cannot come up with the creative solutions to the problem. And this seems like here, I see two people kissing now above it. Some of you might be handshaking with someone and making a deal. It can be representing that. In some cultures, they used to seal the deal with a kiss. Another thing here, it can be also someone aligning with you coming. But I see there's a horse here. Horse can be your wish that is coming, that you're kissing the horse, meaning you're making a deal. There's a ring in between you and this person. That will become your wish fulfillment, or maybe you're purchasing something, getting something from someone that will become your wish fulfillment. Another thing with the horse energy, I feel for some of you, this is progress. This is progress. You are really galloping towards a new future, galloping towards your desire, okay? That's where the horse will be helpful. I see here also a bird flying over, even the second week. Some of you, when you intend to create and start moving towards that direction, your desires, it seems like the birds are going to deliver how to get that happen, okay? I see a crescent moon above all these stuff. Crescent moon can symbolize a governmental success, a legal authority, and approval coming from a legal authority, a successful outcome, okay? Or maybe getting engaged with an authority and just getting some news from there. We have Six of Pentacles. Wanted to jump out of your deck. And Six of Pentacles energy is about giving and receiving. If you're in a position that you need help, Six of Pentacles can tell you that you are in a good place to receive your desires. So make sure that you're speaking to the universe or people around you about the things you want to be fulfilled rather than complaining about the things that are missing. Another thing here is maybe you have been going through that time now. You are in a good position. You found your perfect job, living space, and you have plenty. This basically tells you now it's time to give it back. Giving back, I always give this example. If you don't have plenty of material stuff, giving back, for example, money, tithing can be really shrinking your energy, maybe causing you to doubt if it's going to come back again. You have a lot of energy to give. You can give an advice. You can give a smile. You can give a compliment. You can help someone carry their boxes. Whatever it is, that energy you can spare, that's what it means here, okay? Seems like that's going to come back multiplied. We have Four of Cups. Some of you might feel disappointment maybe. Like I said, that's another thing. The help might show up in a way that is exactly what you need, might not be what you want. That's what the Four of Cups moment. However, you're not in the worst case scenario here. You have already your 3 cups fulfilled. You want the 4th thing, one thing extra, and it might be showing up in a way as an action that you need to take that is going to get you there. And maybe you don't want to do it. That's why disappointment is there. But this is also a temporary situation. I feel like it is actually showing you, I told you lobster's claw, we have the lobster here. It's showing you it's better to wait and not get something quickly. Moon tells maybe it's going to be delivered in the dark without you recognizing it. Or another thing with the moon's energy is something might be happening behind the closed doors. As energy is happening there, it is going to really create the perfect conditions for you to go get it. This card doesn't have it, but in the original tarot, we have a pathway in between two towers here. It's leading you towards the sun above the hill. So it is also telling us behind the moon, there's always sun shines. So this too shall pass. Even if you don't have clarity, you will see the path is going to lead you towards the bright, optimistic outcome eventually. Another one we have here, Seven of Cups. I feel like Seven of Pentacles. I'm sorry. These two are like, for me, they're like similar energies because we have doubt here. We have doubt and disappointment here as well. But I feel like Seven of Pentacles guy is much more optimistic than the Four of Cups, because Four of Cups is like emotionally not feeling assured. Seven of Pentacles guy doesn't see the evidence, material evidence. That's why he's maybe stressed. But this guy is like making everything in his mind up. So I feel like maybe you're not really what you're contemplating in your mind is not what it seems. And the more you doubt, the more you delay the things you desire to be delivered. Seven of Pentacles can be representative of you doubting, maybe because you're not seeing the results. You're doubting if you're taking the right action or if you have done the right investment. We're going to look into it a little bit. Four of Pentacles want to jump out of the cup with the two of Swords. I'm not going to put them here, but I'm going to interpret them either way. Four of Pentacles is like you limiting yourself really tightly because there's a decision that you need to make and you keep delaying it, okay? You're holding on to the past. Maybe this can be about ending something. This can be about beginning something new, okay? Or choosing yourself, choosing and applying to something new, or like whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about. Some of you, maybe all of you, have this in your life right now. It doesn't have to be specifically applicable to big things. Maybe it's the smallest things that you need to decide right now, but you're holding on to your past decision really tightly. This constrains the flow. That's why maybe here you're not getting the results that you want because you're sticking with the old and you need to just let it go. You need to just break free from the old stuff because there's a new thing wants to come into your life. A new flow wants to come into your life, which I told you in the beginning. The dragon you're afraid to slay is actually covering the door to the new gateway, to the new dimension. We have Nine of Cups, exactly. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment and emotional satisfaction. Six of Pentacles is the material satisfaction. I feel the Nine of Cups is your emotional satisfaction coming forward. Nine of Cups can be even interpreted as 9 different wishes fulfilled, and in a way that you will feel good about it, basically, satisfaction. Four of Wands. So the Four of Cups is going to end up in a way that you're going to close a cycle, basically. And this is celebration. This is the harvest. This is the wedding. This is the graduation and the victory moment that you will have. So whatever that you are stressing about here and feeling disappointed about is not going to end up being the way you're anticipating. So it's going to change. It's going to come to you in a way that you'll be celebrating it. What's this moon? Behind the moon, we have Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups can be interpreted as a new relationship, a new something fulfilling coming into your life, but it's the first cup here. Nine Cups is the extreme fulfillment. The first cup is it's just a prequel, basically just giving you the signal something is your life is going to be better. The things are going to work out for the better. And the moon is covering it, meaning you might feel it, but you might not see it, how this is going to arrive. Yes, exactly. Even if you doubt too much, we have 7, by the way, Chariot is 7 too, 7 of Pentacles. The progress is happening. And the Chariot energy is about leaving the old town, old patterns, old thinking, old people, negative stuff behind and moving towards a new future, galloping towards a new future in a very disciplined way, meaning disciplining your mind. Whenever your mind is telling you to, oh, we should doubt this, it shouldn't work out, it might not work out. Is this true? Am I on the right pathway? Did I plant the right seeds? Or did I put the right fertilizer? Like if you keep asking those questions, Chariot is telling you, stop asking the question. Do one thing you can do or two things you can do every day. That will remove your mind off of doubt and that will start bringing clarity. Okay, let's pull your chakra, guys. I feel like chakra can be blocked and that might be causing this kind of like a doubt and disappointment feelings, even though the things are moving. We have here peace of mind, fits perfectly. This is the third eye chakra. We have the light element Om chant, and these chants have some sort of energetic also effect on your body if you just do like Om in a very long way, as long as your breath actually goes. You can feel the vibration changing in your head. Okay, it affects the whole body, the vibration. Let's see your affirmations that you can use here. I heal the poisons of my mind that limit and deny me by aligning with pure and honest thought and belief. Exactly here, your mind is tricking you, your emotions are tricking you, maybe blocking you, or maybe you're thinking, if I become so happy, so content, so grateful that I wouldn't receive anything more. That can be another belief that is lodged in there. And so this is telling you to heal those, rip those nightshades off of your mind. I joyfully recognize when I'm thinking limiting thoughts from my conditioning and realign with thoughts and beliefs that serve my growth and well-being. Basically, change your beliefs, guys. That will make you happy. And changing beliefs have many ways, but you might need to work with a professional when it comes to that. Realigning with your thoughts with the beliefs that you would prefer, okay? Because happy people really have happy beliefs, positive beliefs. I choose to question my perspective and think loving, supportive thoughts, and I am peaceful is also a very effective affirmation. And exactly perspective, changing perspective. If you're thinking, what's the worst thing can happen? You need to start asking the question, what's the best thing can happen now? And that will change the way you're thinking, because our minds have like this automatic system to answer the questions that we're asking. So you make sure that you're asking beautiful questions that you like. You're not asking the stuff that you don't want to hear the answers to, okay? Turn it around, switch it around. Let's see one more here. This is for healing. You are an I. You're an I. Yes, I is I am. I am is the creative word. Use this higher aspect of yourself to redeem your shadow aspects. And I even heard somewhere, like I don't really know about the Bible, but I heard an interpretation that say I am is a term, like a God describes himself as I am in the Bible. So you can use that as well, because we are a reflection, a shadow basically of the creator of all that is on this planet. And you can use that I am creative word and attach anything you want to it. And if you keep repeating it long enough, it will, okay, redeem your shadow aspects. It says whatever is hidden, that's going to come to surface through that. Also, whatever is pulling you down, which doesn't belong to you, can be released from you, okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add more on the screen here. Go ahead, click on them. And if you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe. And I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.